Imagine a war zone, silent save for the hum of electric motors. The sun breaks the horizon and there it stands. The 2025 Hummer H1 Unofficial concept, a bold electric battlefield brute that dares the very notion of what an SUV can be. You might call it blasphemy. You're watching America's icon of muscle, now electric. But by the end of this video, you'll be questioning everything you thought you knew about the 2025 Hummer H1 price versus its performance. Stay tuned as we peel back every armored panel and uncover the one glaring flaw that could shatter this legend. And yes, we're not just talking about horsepower. This is a story of survival, power, and perhaps a touch of controversy. The moment your eyes lock onto this 2025 Hummer H1 concept, you're struck by its hyper-aggressive stance. Every line seems carved from sheer defiance. The front grille, an industrial masterpiece, channels the original H1 war rig, but with, say, a futuristic twist. Oversized fender flares house colossal off-road tires. The ride height could embarrass a dune buggy. Notice the integrated roof rack, sporting military-grade storage pods, a nod to the Hummer H2 2025 rumors of modular accessories. The 2025 GMC Hummer EV News teased a luxury interior, but out here the exterior screams battlefield. Matte army green contrasts with brushed steel accents, side vents whistle a promise of raw power. And check those razor-sharp LED headlights, more like searchlights, ready to pierce the darkest trails. Even the door handles are hidden, emerging like battle claws. It's not just a vehicle, it's a statement. I will go where you fear to tread. Slide into the cockpit, and you're encased in a blend of luxury and utilitarian grit. The seats, boasting premium leather and reinforced Kevlar, hug you like a soldier's web gear. Every stitch is purposeful, every surface resistant to dirt and abrasion. A holographic heads-up display floats in your line of sight, overlaying 2025 Hummer H1 performance metrics. Torque vectoring, battery temp, a digital compass. Ambient lighting shifts from battlefield amber to stealth blue at will, hinting at modes labeled Scout, Siege, and Storm. The center console houses twin touchscreen panels, one for infotainment, the other for off-road telemetry, while a rotary dial lets you toggle between 2025 Hummer EV SUV drive modes. Storage bins hide under seats. Cup holders are reinforced. Metal, because coffee spills are for civilians. Speakers are military-grade, delivering bass so deep it feels like engine rumble, even though this is pure electric Hummer power. Comfort meets combat readiness. Heated, ventilated seats, massaging bolsters, and a panoramic roof shrouded by a retractable armored panel. Let's talk heart and soul. 2 electric motors, one at each axle, conjure 1 200-pound-feet of instant torque like lightning caged in metal. The 245 kilowatt battery pack, a fortress of cells, promises a range of up to 350 miles on a single charge, enough to cross deserts, conquer mountains, and still have juice for the nightly patrol. 0 to 60 runs in a blink, 3.5 seconds, yet with the silent grace of a prowling panther. Top speed, electronically locked at 125 mph, though you'll rarely find pavement wide enough to test that frontier. Underneath, adaptive air suspension ripples and adjusts, tasting terrain like a seasoned scout. Thermal management keeps temperatures optimal. Regenerative braking harvests energy like a battlefield salvager. In poetic terms, this is the song of electrons conducted through steel and grit. A symphony called 2025 Hummer H1 Performance, with movements titled Thunderbolt, Gravity, and Eclipse. But even an electric titan has its Achilles heel. Here's where things get real controversial, especially for you grid-reliant Americans. Charging this beast is a logistical nightmare. Sure, it boasts ultra-fast charging, 100 miles of range in 15 minutes, but you need a 500 kilowatt station. Those are scarce, almost mythic. Imagine being stranded in the Mojave with a half-empty battery and only level 2 chargers at the next town. Charge times exceed 10 hours. That's right. The same SUV that laughs at rocky trails can leave you waiting at a dusty plug, your dream. Weekend turned into a waiting game. Rumors swirl of a mobile charging rig option, Yet pricing is rumored to be as jaw-dropping as the base 2025 Hummer H1 price tag itself. This could be the deal-breaker that sends hardcore off-roaders back to diesel or gas guzzlers. Yes, you can call it range anxiety, but for a vehicle that promises freedom, this electric limitation feels like a betrayal. Now, no battlefield is without its rival. Enter the Rivian R1T, the nearest competitor in this electric war zone. The R1T boasts a similar range and off-road chops, but packages it in a more refined, user-friendly ecosystem. Rivian's adventure network of charging hubs undercuts the Hummer's Achilles heel. Plus, the R1T's air suspension is equally adaptive. Yet, where Rivian whispers, the 2025 Hummer H1 roars. The question, will GM invest in a charging infrastructure as robust as its concept, or will the 2025 GMC Hummer EV SUV remain a niche legend? Looking ahead to 2026 and beyond, expect GM to refine this brute, integrate solar charging tent attachments, or bundle portable power stations. The 2025 Hummer EV truck segment will expand. Rumors even hint at a Hummer RV in 2025, the ultimate overlander. Meanwhile, the 2025 Hummer H2 and upcoming supercharged editions could focus on solving that charging conundrum while carving a new luxury tier above the 2024 GMC Hummer EV SUV. For now, the battlefield is open, and only time will tell. If this concept becomes a mainstream icon or a collector's myth, controversial, uncompromising, and undeniably electric, this is the 2025 Hummer H1 Unofficial concept, unleashing bold electric battlefield brute. But as with any legend, it carries its own curse. Would you trade overnight charging for untamed power? Drop your thoughts below, smash that like button, and subscribe for our full 2025 Hummer H1 review, where we test every inch of this electric leviathan. Until next time, stay charged, stay wild, and remember, legends are forged in fire, or in this case, in volts.